continuing story of Peyton Place. Starring Dorothy Malone as Constance Mackenzie, Ed Nelson as Michael Rossi, Mia Farrow as Allison Mackenzie, Ryan O'Neill as Rodney Harrington, Barbara Parkins as Betty Anderson, Tim O'Connor as Elliot Carson, Christopher Connolly as Norman Harrington.
Betty Anderson has begun a frightening search for the portrait of Martin Peyton's daughter. A portrait that has mysteriously disappeared from its revered position in the house. To Betty, the disappearance of the portrait confirms her suspicions of intrigue in the Peyton world. Intrigue that could affect her husband, Stephen Cord.
What did you do? What did you do to my mother's painting?
No.
You cut up my mother's painting.
I didn't. Now you're hurting me.
Who did it? Who put it here?
Rod, you know I wouldn't do a thing like that.
Sure.
Listen to me. I found it here just now. I was looking for it. I had a hunch. I found it here.
Who did it?
I don't know.
You don't know. You don't know who put it here, and you didn't do it. Except you're the only one in the house, Betty.
Stop it. I knew Mrs. Cord's story about sending it out to be cleaned didn't make any sense.
I'll tell you something, none of this makes any sense. Who would do a thing like this?
Rod, I know you're upset. Anyone would be, but listen to me. Now, this has something to do with Ann Howard. I'm sure of it.
Ann Howard, what are you talking
No,
about?
Something's going on. Your grandfather, Mrs. Cord, they've been acting strange ever since that girl came to town.
Come on, Betty, come on.
Last night, when Stephen questioned his mother about Ann Howard, you could cut the tension with a knife. Now, this morning, this...
Look, I'll take care of it.
But how?
I said don't worry about it. I'll take care of it.
You don't believe a word I'm saying, do you? You still can't believe that anything this strange can happen among the noble Peytons and the Harringtons.
I'll tell you one thing. I don't believe in snooping around other people's cellars.
You're slightly off the track.
Listen, Mrs. Cord. You've got a husband. You've got a home. You better concentrate on him.
You're furious, aren't you? You wish I'd never found this, because now you'll have to do something about it.
And I will. I'll talk to my grandfather. My grandfather. You understand? Stay out of it. This is a family matter. My family.
Your family. I'm sorry, Rod. I really didn't mean to wake you up. You might have been able to keep your eyes closed all your life. But you can't sleep forever.
Betty.
Sorry, I didn't hear you drive up, Dr. Rossi. Can I fill her up?
No, it's all right. I just wanted to talk. I heard you took a swing at Steve Cord the other night, huh?
Yeah, that's right.
It's pretty heroic. I understand he used to be quite the athlete, huh?
Well, I guess maybe I shouldn't have done it, but he was bugging my brother, and I got mad.
Well, you're a rough character, aren't you?
I never really thought about that, Dr. Rossi.
What I mean is you're not afraid of a fight.
No, I guess I'm not.
Oh, now, come on. You don't have to be modest with me. I wonder, you think you could handle an older fellow like me?
Pardon me?
You heard me. You think you could handle me?
Well, why would I want to handle an old man like you, Dr.
I
Rossi?
asked you a question.
Oh, come on, you're putting me on.
Well, maybe just being polite, huh? It's an unusual combination for a young man. Polite, tough hero.
I got to get back to work.
Wait a minute. You got one bad habit here, Honor.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
You get tough with women.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Ann Howard.
Look, if she told you that I'd touched her, she's lying.
No, she didn't tell me that. She didn't say you touched her. You'd frightened her so badly, she couldn't say anything except your name.
Well, I can't help it if she was hysterical. The only thing I did was tell her to leave my brother alone.
You got all the answers, haven't you? I mean, all the answers.
Yeah, except for why you're grinding your teeth.
You stay away from Ann Howard, punk.
She and her attorney stay away from Chris and me. Then we stay away from them. Good deal, I'll buy that.
No, you're not going to buy that deal because that's not it. You stop threatening Ann Howard, period.
I don't buy that. You mean it's okay for them to push my brother until he's flipped, and I'm supposed to stand there and watch it without saying a word? No, that's not the way it's going to go. My brother is blind because of that sweet lady. She pushed Chris off the bluff. She knows it, Chris knows it, and I know it. And now she's pushing him off the edge again. And I don't go for that. There's one thing I can't figure out, Dr. Rossi. Where do you fit in?
All right, that's a fair enough question. Let's suppose that you were Ann Howard and I was you. And you shoved her. Now, wait a minute. Help me. Suppose you're Ann Howard and you shoved her. You ask me where I fit in. All right, I'll tell you. I fit right here, right in the middle. And when you shove her, you shove me. Now, you can remember that, can't you?
Nous voilà. Peyton Place is answered to the Champs-Élysées. What does Monsieur require with his sandwich? Coffee, soda pop?
Why should you do all this fetching and carrying?
Because the service here isn't just terrible, it's non-existent.
We could eat at the drugstore.
Coffee or soda pop?
You're stubborn.
Mm-hmm.
Coffee. I take it black.
Okay. I'm gonna sit down.
Thank you.
Would you like some mayonnaise on this?
Yeah, a little bit. Say, where did you and Norman camp out?
Oh, in the woods behind the salt marshes. We really had fun.
Oh, that's great.
Hi.
Hi, Allison.
Hi. Rita, could I have 2 ham and cheese sandwiches to go, please?
Sure.
I'll just sit here for a minute. I'm taking some sandwiches to the park to have lunch with a friend. Hey, would you like to join us? My friend, I have a feeling you'd like him. His name is Chris. He's blind. He's studying to be a lawyer. I'm reading for him while he's here visiting his family.
Well, I'm kind of late.
Oh, well, I don't think it would take a minute. Rita could wrap those to go.
Sure, I'd be glad to.
No, really, I have to get back to the hospital.
Okay. Well, I'd like you to meet him sometime anyway. He's a very special person.
Allison, I have met him.
You have? At the hospital?
Hasn't he ever told you how he was blinded?
Just that it happened when he was a child.
It was an accident, a fall. He was playing with some children at Sailor's Bluff, and in the confusion, Chris was pushed over the side. You see, I was one of the children there. I was the one they blamed. I meant to tell you this before. I know I shouldn't have put it off. Frankly, I dreaded telling you.
You pushed Chris over the bluff?
They said I did it. But I know they're wrong, and that's why I came back, to prove that they're wrong.
Allison?
Yes.
Good, I'm starved.
I didn't bring the sandwiches.
How come?
I just didn't. I changed my mind.
After all that build-up you gave me on the Cafe Peyton.
I changed my mind.
Why?
I just did. It just struck me what a beautiful day to walk down by the wharf.
What happened?
Nothing. I thought we'd get sandwiches at Guido's and sit in the seawall and feed crumbs to the gulls, huh?
Feed crumbs to the gulls? Okay, if that's what you want to do.